Welcome back to Primetime News and a special welcome to folks on OneSpotMedia.com. Up first, we have to start somewhere. A response from the government this evening to concerns that many government entities and private businesses still have not implemented facilities to accommodate persons with disabilities, this despite the act being over 7 years old. The legislation finally came into effect on Monday, but not without criticisms.
No proper infrastructure. I mean, there have been efforts made, but it's not good enough. It's not effective.
The general sentiment from persons with disabilities after the law affirming their rights came into effect last Monday, 7 years after it was passed. Dr. Floyd Morris is an opposition senator.
Companies and organizations should have been putting in place their systems and procedures, and so there is no excuse for not making sure that the necessary services are in place for persons with disabilities. But in international law, there is the use of the term progressive realization, in that we are expecting to see the legislation being implemented over a period of time.
But amid these concerns, this from the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
We have to start. And I put it to you that that is one of the reasons that has taken us so long to get to this point. But sometimes if we do not start and bring the law into effect, then we continue to delay the inevitable.
Colette Roberts-Risden argues there will be a grace period for businesses to improve accessibility.
Within the law, there is an aspect where companies or entities can be given what is deemed a reasonable time to come up to par in terms of some of their services and so forth. So our expectation is that once the law comes into effect, there will be a greater incentive for persons to become compliant with its tenets.
Senator Morris believes much focus needs to be placed on not just accessibility to buildings, but importantly, public transportation.
The JUTC have over 400 buses in its fleet, and it's about 6 of them are accessible for persons with disabilities. And the legislation mandates that the Minister of Transportation must make sure that public transportation systems are accessible for persons with disabilities.